Hey, hey, hey! Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and we've got a lot of people that are out sailing, like CME Travels. I know they're out. We've got Brian and Julie from How We Cruise just came back in. J&S, Have Luggage Will Travel, the Huddles. A lot of folks have been out cruising. Some are back, some are out. And to those that are out sailing the high seas, all I got to tell you is hashtag kiss my ass. Lame. Hey, but to all of you that are here with us, nothing.
Hi, welcome in and welcome to the Moonlight Mafia.
Thank you guys for being in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my co-host for this evening, as always, Miss Chasidy. What do we got going on, babe? That says intro. Do not talk in large letters.
Yeah,
what's that all
I
about?
have to put that because you're. Who knows if you got the microphone like blasting? I don't know.
Let's use pooper. Let's use pooper terminology. What would the mic? It's hot.
Yeah.
Josh has got a hot mic. Josh has got a hot mic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But usually it's not hot. Usually who knows if they can even hear us right now?
And Meg's giving us Meg's giving us a nice little shout out about our shirts. Yeah, these are not the official Moonlight Adventure shirts. I mean, I guess they are. These are the beta versions. We got these made locally. You can see that there's some issues with them, but
yeah,
they're fine.
We had to have something the night before. Why is mine so crooked? I think the camera's crooked. Or is my shirt?
So yeah, we're here, and you can, if you just look down, I think our store thing is set up now on YouTube, where you can get the real article if you'd like it. If not, that's okay. We got stickers, we got all kinds of stuff.
If not, maybe you can win it.
Yeah, there's the potential that if you super chat, that you can get entered into the merch giveaway, and we're going to get through a couple things here. We've got a merch giveaway to start with, but we want to make sure we've got everyone in here that wants to be a part before we get that going. Let's see, and also let's get that little banner going. We are up to 1,405 subscribers, guys. I think 1,406 just as we came in here. Someone just subscribed as we came in, so I'm going to drop down our little name tag thing there and just let the ticker roll. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the continued support. We're up over 1,400 subscribers. We couldn't do it without you guys, and we appreciate it. We're surprised every day that people continue to watch what we put out. But thank you. We'll take it.
I mean, I think the videos are good, but our lives, you never know what you're going to get.
You never know. Sometimes we may not even talk one thing about cruising. Sometimes we may not talk about anything we intended to talk about.
Yeah.
Sometimes there might be a skit. Sometimes there might be some bullshit. Watch your mouth, son. Hey, so let's find out what everyone's cruise countdowns are. We are, I don't know where we're at. Do you know where we're at on our cruise countdown?
Let's see.
Shipmate never fails. No, that's Booze Cruise. Booze Cruise is 153 days, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are 53 days until the Booze Cruise.
Yeah, 153.
153 till the Booze Cruise.
Because this one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was my girls' trip. That's canceled.
But outside of the Booze Cruise, we have a July weekend planned in Colonial Williamsburg. We live very close to Colonial Williamsburg, and we've yet to spend any time there really, other than just visiting from time to time. We've been to Busch Gardens, but
We've been to what you call it? The water.
yeah, Great Wolf Lodge.
Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, but we haven't spent a whole lot of substantial time up there, so
No.
we're going to go check it out. Probably take a tour or two, watch some fireworks because it's going to be July 4th weekend up there.
Yep.
And then in August, we've got a big trip planned. We're going to go see the boys.
We are staying at, what's the place called we're staying at in Destin?
Hang on.
It's a Club Wyndham with our resort. It's I can't remember the name of it, but
It's a
it's
beautiful
so
place.
nice. We've never been, but
It's like a boardwalk kind of deal that they've got, the Emerald Grand.
yeah.
Yeah. Club
So
Wyndham Emerald Grand. So if you're going across the bridge and you see all that like dock area and everything down there, it looks really cool right across from the Irish pub. That's where we're staying. So we're pretty excited about that.
yeah, you
It's gonna
got
be nice.
one kid in Panama City area, one in Pensacola.
Yep.
We're going to be in Destin, right in the middle.
And we're going to try to avoid Billy J like the plague. We learned last night on the World Wrestling blog that Billy J paints his toenails black, white because he's a referee. You actually learned that from me because I'm his #1 subscriber on OnlyFans.
Yeah, you might be his only.
I'm his only fan.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, we were asking about your cruise countdowns. Drop those in there. And we're also going to let you know what we're drinking tonight. Check out this little number. Busch Light Peach. We just saw it in the store this weekend, and I said, we got to get it because I love the Busch Light Apple. And we are free.
There.
So we went with the Busch Light Peach tonight. Give me a nice little cheers. Cheers to the people. Thank you guys so much for being here.
If we're going to cheers, we have to do it the way Landon does. You just have to do it after you get a drink.
Oh. That's what Mimi and Papa are teaching Landon.
Well,
he watches our lives.
Yeah, he did learn that from our lives.
So he takes his sippy cup and he says, cheers.
Yeah, we cheers with apple juice or whatever. We have to cheers and then make the sound.
Let's get in here and see who we got. With 5,400 points, Megs and C's is first in the chat.
What?
You didn't hear that? Yeah, you got that. That's a number. It's a real number. We just lost 2 viewers when I started spitting out nonsense. We got Blaine in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. They came over from Meg and Paul's raid. Meg, I'm sorry we didn't catch your premiere. We were cooking pozole, and we're going to get you on the replay for sure. But she had a really cool short today where it's like, what cruise line are you? And the little thing was flipping on top, and that's pretty cool. That was a great description of that, by the way. Looky here. The most beautiful woman on the high seas, Miss Chasidy from Moonlight Adventures.
Yeah.
Gunnar Wayne and his cast of characters with Plum Crazy. And we're going to show you some of the antics that are going on over there at some point in the live tonight. We've got PSV, and that stands for Paul Sexy Voice. Paul Sexy Voice in the hizzle. Who else we got? We've got the Cruise Nuts. Welcome in, guys. Good to have you. Good to see you. Mike from the Clock Family Adventures, Mike and Ricky. Good to have you guys. Glad you're in here. Mr. Bruce, welcome in. They are driving and listening. We will try not to shock you too much where you will keep both hands on the 10 and 2 and won't run off the road. Our brothers from another mother, House of X Entertainment, welcome in. What'd you give me that?
I'm cold. You got the fan blasting, and it's
now
cold
you got
today.
Watson and Leo thinking that we don't want to be part of their family because you gave that weird look.
No, I don't.
Hey, Watson.
I was just wondering why I'm freezing. Then I'm like, oh, that's why.
Watson did this benefit thing. I don't know if it, I need to holler at him and find out what it was all about, but it looked like it was some kind of lip syncing fundraiser deal. But man, he was tearing it up. If you were really singing, I apologize. It was great if you were really singing, but I think you're lip syncing. But fantastic performance. It looked great. There we go. Funnel Heads in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to have you. We've got Rob cruising on the high seas. G'day, y'all. I have to go to a barbecue Yeah. Oh, okay. Roger that. Good copy. Roy and Becky, welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
Hi, welcome in, and welcome to the Moonlight Mafia.
We know Roy and Becky, but they're not in here very often. So
I forgot that you changed that.
Thank you guys for being here. We got Barry Brain in the house. Good to see you. Good to have you. And maybe, just maybe, we have made it to the end. Oh, there's Amanda. Welcome in, Amanda. Good to see you. Good to see you. Help me out. Make sure I don't. There's Together We Travel. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. All right, here we go. 75 days until their Journeys cruise. If you've told me where you're going, I don't remember. And I have a fantastic memory. Chastity will let you know that.
Yes.
But let us know where you're going. That's awesome. 75 days until Journeys cruise. That's something that Chastity and I'd really like to do. I'd like to do a Journeys cruise through the Panama Canal. That's one I'd like to try. RV weekends. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Good to have you. You get one of those.
Hi, welcome in, and welcome to the Moonlight Mafia.
Hey, 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 Kurt and Marcia in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. And they are at Ocean Key right now.
So Grandma said she's coming, but they're running late.
Grandma's a little late.
They took her out to eat for her birthday.
So the clocks.
So we have to sing to her.
They own, yeah, she wants me to sing to her. The clocks, they own Wyndham as well. And they had a 3-bedroom at the Destin Wyndham last year and loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are Wyndham owners, Hilton owners as well, but we really like Hilton better.
Wyndham better.
Sorry, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, because they're everywhere.
Yeah,
Hilton. I mean, yeah, Hilton. There's only a few.
The places are much more unique, in my opinion. Welcome in, Cruise and Scene. Good to see you. And Rob says 151 days till he flies, 153 days till he boards the ship, and 153 days until you get your 1,000 subscriber gift. Hand delivered. Maybe from Gunnar Wayne Firebird.
I don't think it will be.
Will it be Southern Dad?
I don't think so.
John Bourbon?
I don't think so. I think it's just going to be
Rogers.
No.
I'm pronouncing this right now. We are going to do Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. And Chastity is going to help me sing Islands in the Stream.
I'm not singing. I will dress up, but I'm not going to sing.
I'll sing both parts like Michael Scott. Islands in the Stream. That is what we are. Welcome in, Danny. Good to see you. Good to have you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, we'll bring it. We'll bring it. I don't have a beat for him, but I know a feller. All right, here we go. 15 minutes in. Let's do the drawing.
Well, you got to move something.
Well,
yeah, you just hold it.
All right, here we go. Rose is going to go for a roll. Let's see who wins.
Try to get them all mixed up.
All right, here we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who's it going to be?
Lovey. He had one. He had one in this one. No, he didn't. He had 19. He had 19 and then one in the next one.
Lovey's Fat Life for the win, and every ticket dropped out in my lap. That's okay. We need to get rid of them anyway. Ellie is trying to figure out what the heck are these red things. So, Lovey.
Looks like we've had
Here you go, Lovey. Here's
your
confetti. Confetti. Yay.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
Where's his ticket? It's okay. Yeah, we'll find it
later. So Lovey wins, and then so find one.
It wasn't his.
So Lovey wins, and he gets a shopping spree into our shop. Bonfire. You can go to Teespring, whichever one you want. It's all good. He said that Gomer Josh is blowing the doors off, so it must be pretty loud when it comes through. It was way down low, and I walked through this with Billy J last night, so I re-recorded it. Yeah, so I'll turn the pad volume down just a tad. Maybe we won't have to do the welcome in too many more times.
Well,
I wasn't supposed to let it out, but
you sounded just like him.
Just like him. Just like Herman. Yeah, that's not Gomer. That's welcome in, Herman Merman.
I hope you didn't. Who was it that was driving Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce.
I hope you didn't scare him off the road.
All right, so we had some carryover. 41 tickets carried over into into Rose
for next.
Yeah, for the next drawing. So we have 41 in there. Lovey with 1, Shane Nordgren with 20, and R. Oliver with 20 as well. And you guys last week, what was raised for Dustin? $85 for Dustin's travel fund as he moves on to the next stage in his life. And he's very appreciative, and we are appreciative as well. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, I wanted to kick this off. Memorial Day is probably my favorite holiday. It's near and dear to my heart. I think it has a great meaning. But I get a little frustrated sometimes because people don't understand the meaning. And if you weren't a veteran, or if you're not close to veterans, maybe you never were told. So I shouldn't get frustrated, but it does frustrate me. It's not taught in schools or anything anymore. So I wanted to start things off with the presidential proclamation that started the whole thing. So this is the Memorial Day proclamation from Warren G. Harding, 29th President of the United States. From 1921 to 1923. So if you know a little bit about our history, you know what was going on during that time. We had just gotten back from World War I. Great sacrifice for our nation. So the proclamation is, whereas this nation has been conceived in prayer and devotion by men and women who were moved under God to found a nation where principles of right should form the lasting cornerstone. And whereas these principles purchased at the price of great sacrifice have been fostered by a worthy posterity, and whereas a great war has lately laid its costly demands upon our land, now therefore, I, Warren G. Harding, President of the United States of America, do hereby proclaim Monday, the 13th day of May, a day already freighted with sacred and stimulating memories, a day of public memorial. I invite my fellow citizens fittingly to pay homage on this day to a noble dead who sleep in homeland, beneath the sea, or on foreign land, that we who survive might enjoy the blessings of peace and happiness. And to that end, that liberty and justice, without which no nation can exist, shall live forever. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the United States to be affixed. And then it goes on to say when it was done. So that's what it's all about, you know. I had to work through that sentence because when you think about those words that were written so carefully, citizens should fittingly pay homage on this day to a noble dead who sleep in our homeland, beneath the sea, or on foreign field, that we who survive might enjoy the blessings of peace and happiness, and to that end, liberty and justice, without which no one nation can exist, shall live forever. That is just, those are powerful words, and that's what the holiday is all about. So I couldn't have said it any better. And each president, has their own proclamations for Memorial Day. But no one said it better than the originator of it himself. So with that, the next thing we were going to bring up, we thought, what could we talk about cruise-wise?
She's eating.
Ellie's eating a ticket. Cruise-wise, what could we talk about that's fitting for Memorial Day? So what we thought was we could talk about, let me get this a little better here, what each cruise line does for veterans. What do they do? What do they do special for veterans within the cruise lines? So we'll start with Carnival, and I'll tell you, hats off to Carnival. Carnival does more than anyone else, than any other cruise line. Carnival does the most for veterans. So if you're a veteran, or you don't even have to be a veteran, you know that if you've been on Carnival ships that they have their military appreciation gathering. And then they also have active or retired military discount. And then, so let's see, there's a veterans tea time meet and greet. And then Carnival also has a program called Carnival Support for Operation Homefront. This is where this is an organization that provides military families with rent-free housing and helps wounded veterans, again, their loved ones get back up on their feet. So hats off to Carnival for what they do for veterans. And it's not just U.S. veterans, it's also Canadian veterans as well. Next is Royal Caribbean. So Royal Caribbean also has a 10% military discount. They also have a military gathering that's done at sea, and we've been a part of that, and it's pretty fantastic. Really well done. 0 penalties and 100% future cruise credit if you have to cancel a cruise due to deployment or redeployment. And then, so you also have 5% off, a 5% discount on interior and ocean view staterooms, 10% off on balcony suite. Wait a minute.
That's MSC.
That's MSC. Sorry, guys. I'm on the wrong one here. I thought that sounded a little different. So here we go. Here is Royal Caribbean. Scratch everything I just said. So, all right. Special rates on select sailings for military personnel as well as police and firefighters. Let's see. To qualify for the military rate, individual must be classified as active personnel currently serving in the Canadian National Defense, U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard or Reserves with proper identification. Retirees, veterans honorably discharged with a minimum of 2 years of service, spouses of actively deployed military, and guests traveling in the same stateroom that are eligible to receive the military rate can also receive the rate. So that's what they've got. And then they have, of course, like I said before, the big military gathering, and it was a fantastic showing. Welcome in, Bill. Good to see you. Good to have you. He is, are you back, Bill, or are you still out in Alaska? I know he was out in Alaska not too long ago. All right. So now we'll talk about the next cruise line, which is Norwegian. So Norwegian, they have a military appreciation program for veterans and by veterans, 10% off all cruise fares. It's combinable with free at sea, so free unlimited open bar, free airfare, and more. Buy an air ticket and the second guest flies for free. This is open to U.S. military veterans and spouses. You have to enroll, so you got to log in and register on NCL. But once they verify you through ID Me, you'll get a 10% discount as well as everything that was talked about above. Next cruise line is MSC, and we really enjoy MSC. I know y'all are aware of that. But if this is something that you can put Carnival over MSC on, it's the military program. Not that MSC does anything wrong or bad, but I don't think just because they're a European cruise line, maybe they don't understand quite yet how important it is to Americans. However, they do offer a 10% savings, 0 penalties for redeployment, 100% future cruise credit, as I said before. Well, that's good for 2 years from cancellation for active duty, retirees, and dependents.
Yeah.
So 5% off interior ocean view staterooms, 10% off balcony suite or MSC yacht club. You can book multiple staterooms with a discount, and kids sell free on select sailings. I want to find out more about what's going on in New York City. So we didn't experience the same backups. Of course, we sailed out of Port Canaveral, but you know what are causing the backups up there? I saw like 2.5 hour waits to board. That's unfortunate, but sometimes that can be caused by the port. So they'll get it ironed out though, I'm sure. All right, and lastly, I know there's more cruising companies than this, but these are the ones that we just decided to choose just because. So we've got Disney, and Disney has special U.S. military rates. They're really kind of vague on what they do. They do have military rates, but it's for new bookings only, and they are limited to a maximum of 1 stateroom per military member per sailing. And it's only on select sailings from Port Canaveral, Vancouver, Southampton, Copenhagen, New York, and San Juan. And then there's very specific dates. So it's good that they do something. They don't do as much for the sailings as they do when you go to Disney World. They do a lot at Disney World.
Well, they might do more if you go to
the ITR.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great option too if you're a military member. If you live close by to a military base, even a retiree, veteran, if you're a veteran with your VA ID or whatever, you can still utilize the ITR, MWR, military travel services. And a lot of times they have a lot of good offers if you go in there. They do sell Disney cruise tickets in there and Royal Caribbean, I've noticed. I think Carnival, maybe.
I don't know.
Welcome in, Fred and Connie. Good to see you guys. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. So, all right, I promised you guys a little bit of plum crazy action. So y'all, Chastity's going to entertain you for just a second while I pull up some plum crazy. What are you going to do for us? Do a little jig? Dance this little jig?
No, probably not.
No? You're not going to dance a jig?
Which one are you? Oh, this.
Yeah. Ellie, baby. All right, here we go. Share our screen. All right, so this is the Southern Dad from Plum Crazy. Check it out. See what you think. Go over there and like and subscribe if you like this kind of humor. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Again, you know how I am with audio and stuff. I muted it so you guys wouldn't hear the commercial, and now I've got to.
Ooh. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Yeah, hot. Oh, it burnt the heart off of me. It's gonna be good though. Come here right quick. Let me show you something. Look at right there. Now you tell me that right there ain't good. That'd make you tongue slap your brain, baby. Now watch this. I'm gonna move these around. This right here is gonna be good. Now let me tell you something, little sis. Oops, my meat got away from me. Let me tell you something, little sis. So me and your mama, we prepped this meat last night. Your mama rubbed my meat down last night.
Oh my gosh, Daddy. You can't say that to me. That's dirty.
It ain't dirty. We cleaned up the kitchen right after. Now, check this out. Now, you cannot know the recipe to this because this is an old family recipe, and it's a secret.
What's in it?
I told you it's a secret. Dr. Pepper. Now, I've been out here hot boxing and smoking, burning it down, baby, since about 5 this morning.
That's not what that. That's not what that means.
I've been out here burning one all morning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you ain't never hot boxed that? That's a box and it's hot. Hot
Mhm.
boxing, baby.
Oh no! Stop it! Stop it! Go away! Go away! Go away! There we go. All right.
We have way too much time on our hands.
Yeah, I mean, there was an offer I couldn't refuse. I found the shirt. I found the shorts. It cost us $8 total. What cost us more than anything was, I don't know where the glasses are at. They should be in here.
They're right there.
And then these fancy little numbers were the most expensive. I actually like these. They're the blue light glasses. Yeah, I wore that all day last Saturday.
Hmm.
We had friends come over.
Friends come over, and that's what he wore the whole time.
Yep, I enjoy it. So hey guys, we are not a cruise news channel, but we do want to start talking about some things that are going on that may be slightly controversial, and just throw it out to you guys, and just something cool to talk about in the chat. But before that, there we go. Meg wants to get in on the Dustin action. She's got $15. That will go to Dustin, and that rounds him off, and now he is at $100 even. So
Yeah.
and you get your 15 entries into Rose, the giveaway barrel. So thank you so much. We appreciate that so much, Meg. We know y'all don't have to do it, and we know money's tight nowadays, so it means a lot when you guys give. Thank you so much. All right, so what we got going on here? So the first thing that I hit on, and I've been posting some of these things to the Facebook page. If you're not over there, go ahead and go on over and join. But I don't know if anyone was hit by this, but Cruise Hive was reporting, and we'll give credit where it's needs to be given. Ellie, you are.
She is
distracting me big time. Come here, baby. Come on, pull me here. I mean, I'm always on cue, and I always say the right things. I never get tongue-tied. No. But
really?
Apparently there was some kind of scam going on. There was some people trolling. There was some confusion over loyalty status points that were being given out. It was spam notices and rumors, and it looked like that some of the accruals of points had been taken away on the VIFP program. So did anyone get the spam? Did any of our followers get the spam? Did it affect you? John Hill confirmed that it was, essentially BS, but there was a big dust up. And how would you feel if you got an email that said, hey, we're doing away with the VIFP program?
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset.
Especially if some of these folks, as much money as they put into the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't look at Ellie.
She needs a bath really bad.
Looks like a homeless dog.
So that was one of the things that happened. And then here's something else that was shocking on the cruise front. And it's not really news. It's just an interesting little tidbit. But Carnival estimates that they are going to serve 10.5 million burgers in 2023 from Guy's Burger Joint.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, and they're so good.
I mean, you got people that go on a 7-day cruise and eat, I don't know, what?
How many do I eat?
15?
Is that all?
Well, yeah, burgers.
2-3 a day.
Well, yeah, you usually eat breakfast.
Buy burgers. You can if you go by Guys and there's no line, you got to go get, whether you're hungry or not.
We usually don't eat Guys burgers for like any meal.
Yeah.
That's usually your snack. It's like we'll go get breakfast, and then by 10 o'clock you're getting a burger. Then we eat lunch at 11. Then you're getting another burger at like 2, and then we have. Yeah.
And Meg unlocked the secret menu to the Guy's Burger.
Yeah.
So if you put a blue iguana taco on the Guy's Burger, that's money. Just put a little tortilla shell, a little bit of that pulled pork. Very nice, very nice. I like, very nice. So let's see. So Carnival says that they serve nearly 30,000 burgers a day fleet-wide. So one of the reasons why Carnival Cruise Line will sell it, never mind. I don't know what they're talking about there. 10.5 million burgers. The Plain Jane is the most requested burger.
Really?
The Plain Jane. Yep.
What is it I get? I think it has,
The squealer.
yeah.
I think it's called
Bacon.
the squealer. Plain Jane is the most requested burger with 3.7 million orders for the Plain Jane. It's a seasoned ground chuck burger, so that's grilled and then handed over to this guest to personalize at the venue's station. So Meg says she's a Plain Jane kind of girl. The second most popular is the straight up with 3.2 million orders. Classic burger, melted cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, and donkey sauce. So donkey sauce is good stuff. I like that donkey sauce. Up that donkey, that donkey.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. The Ringer comes in third most ordered at 2.3 million. This one comes with melted cheese, with Guy's bourbon and brown sugar barbecue sauce, and topped with a spicy onion ring. I don't know that I've had it.
No.
We got to do that one. That
I don't
sounds
think
great.
that must be new or old.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was recently.
I've never seen that one. I would have got that.
So, Plain Jane. Mike says he's a Plain Jane girl also. So Blaine, he says, side note, you have to ask them for a Thunderstruck burger because some don't have it on the menu. Had to ask for it on the celebration. Some have said they can only do a few Thunderstrucks a cruise. What is the Thunderstruck? Secret menu. And Blaine says he's had the one with onion ring. It's good. It sounds good. That's right up my alley. And then the next one is the Chilius Maximus, ordered by about 640,000 guests. Beef burger patty topped with chili.
That's what I get.
And then finally, the pig patty is bringing up the rear. That's my go-to. The pig patty, 577,000 orders. Traditional toppings, plus crispy bacon. And also, if you want them, Guys does also serve vegan burgers. Plain Jane with A1, I could get with that. I could go. I mean, I may order a Plain Jane just so I can
Put everything
put
on.
whatever I want on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to know, Blaine, what is a Thunderstruck? And don't say that 3 times fast.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm confused, Rob. You got to help me out. The American to Canadian translator's broken. So, Blaine says it's the one with the toasted brioche bun. Oh, Chef's 80-20 burger, donkey sauce, super melty cheese, stacked with nacho seasoning, borracho beans, and maybe a couple of
That sounds
okay. Write down in the little book right there. We got to give that.
See, all but the cheese. What kind of cheese? What did it say?
Nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho seasoning, stacked with nacho seasoning.
But the melted cheese, I don't know if I would want that because I don't like the plastic cheese. But I would get everything else.
That makes sense. Come on, Rob. How long have you known us? What do you think Chastity's going to get? The cheers or the bubbles? We are cheers folks all the way. All right. So the last little bit of news is Disney news. So, we haven't been traveling Disney near as much as we did in the past. We haven't been to Disney in a while. We're actually due for
It's been
new trip.
a year and a half. Well, August will be 2 years.
Hey, right quick before I forget, there is Mr. Timmy Ray the King, brother. We missed you last night. Of course, you probably didn't know that we were starting back up with the World Wrestling Blog, but everybody, thoughts, prayers with Timmy. He lost his father, very close to his father. Great supporters of our channel, great supporters of the World Wrestling Blog, and we love you. We're thinking about you, and we're praying for you, brother. All right, and there's Lovey, editing videos and listening, enjoying the MSC content. I appreciate that, Lovey. If you don't know, you want a shopping spree. You can get you some Moonlight Mafia swag now, buddy. So Blaine says, Google the guy's Thunderstruck burger. You'll see a video on it. It's yummy. I'm going to have to. That sounds outstanding. All right. So the last thing, this is a little bit of Disney again. So if you're a big monorail or shoot, what's the sky thing? I can't remember what that is now, because we've only been there once and rode it. The new little gondola things.
I
Anyway,
can't remember.
we like to do monorail crawls and just go check out all the different restaurants and bars that Disney has. And there was a barrier that was preventing you from doing things in the Grand Floridian, and that was the walkway between the Floridian Resort and Magic Kingdom. It was closed. So they've opened that back up now, and they've redesigned the bridge and everything. It's much more open. You can see a whole lot more. So, yeah, we're pretty excited. Skyliner, there you go,
Yeah.
Brock. Thank you. Thank you. People Mover, now that's one of my favorites too. Boy, I like the People Mover. But yeah, the Skyliner. So Skyliner crawl and monorail crawl, that's a good time right there. But yeah, they opened that back up. So now there's a walkway from the Grand Floridian over to the Magic Kingdom, and that will also provide you with access to be able to march back and forth if you wanted to go to Grand Floridian, then come over, hit the Contemporary Resort, and then maybe go somewhere else. So a little bit of news there, a little bit of news. Welcome in, Scott Smith. Good to see you. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. We are to the end. To the end, to the end. Yeah, we love the People Mover. So I don't know if you guys subscribe to Paging Mr. Morrow or not. We really like his Disney content. We like Mammoth Club with Molly. She's awesome. But really, this whole YouTube thing started with Molly and Mr. Morrow, because we really started watching a whole lot of YouTube on travel stuff with them, and our love for travel and adventuring started with Disney, which I'm sure it's the same with a lot of you guys. But so if you're on the People Mover, when you go through the portion that's in Space Mountain, the People Mover says Paging Mr. Morrow for tomorrow. So Paging Mr. Morrow, Tom Morrow. So anyway, that's where he got his name. So that's cool tidbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Blaine says People Mover is cool, and you can see the say that
Tron.
word. Tron ride beside it. Oh, you're right. You're going to pay for it. You will pay for it, especially since when Iger took over, it got out of hand. So hopefully things are going to change. But yeah, it got a little out of hand there for a little while. There you go, Nate with Paging Mr. Morrow. He has some outstanding content. And he's just another one of those folks, that just he's authentic.
Yeah, he is like the nicest guy.
Yeah.
One day, on a rainy day, he went to the park and was handing out ponchos for free, just giving them to people. Just like, that's so nice.
So I think I know what you're talking about, and I don't think that it's exactly what Blaine's talking about. I think that Kurt is saying, "Woo! You don't need a ticket to ride Space Mountain, baby." Ric Flair, baby. Ric Flair. You can't hold these gators down. Ellie, you can't hold these gators down. Limousine flying, or limousine riding, jet plane flying. That's right. Hide your women. Hide your children.
Ellie loves it when you talk to her like that.
Women want to be with me. Men want to be like me. Woo! Nature boy. Yeah, that would be awesome, Mike. Yeah, I mean, we're probably. Virginia Beach might actually be a almost a halfway point for us. He's in Southern Maryland, so yeah, we definitely need to meet up with you guys.
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes from Busch Gardens,
Yeah,
and about the
34.
same from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, we really like Busch Gardens. We were season pass holders at Busch Gardens for a long time, and the cruising stuff and everything just it didn't make any sense for us to continue our season passes there. But very clean parks, and the rides are awesome. Since we've been there, they've got a new dark ride, and they just released that new.
Yeah, we got to go back. There's two new
We do.
things.
Maybe we need to do that when we go up there for July 4th weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, been missing. And they have great food. Pretty awesome place. Yeah, there you go. Every woman's dream and every man's nightmare. Woo! Spent more money on spilt liquor.
Ellie gets so excited when you do
Woo, Eddie! I done spent more money on spilt liquor this year than you'll make. Woo! Can't hold these gators down, baby. Can't hold them down.
that.
She likes it when I'm in here doing the microphone checks as well.
Yeah, because you say them to her. You talk
Oh,
to
I
her.
could cut a promo on Rick now, baby. Woo! 3 hours from Busch Gardens. Okay. Oh, so did he ride the new dark ride, or did he ride the new the new the outdoor roller coaster? It's probably, I guess it's not new now. It's been out for about a year, so maybe he's talking about the dark ride. That's right. So hey guys, we appreciate you so much. We've got so coming up in this next week, we probably won't be very active. So if you don't see us in the chats or whatever, it's not because we don't love you. It's just because we love Dustin more, and that should be understandable.
We have to take him back.
Yeah, this is the end of our time with him, and we'll probably never get this much time with him again.
Yes, we will.
Okay, you can believe that. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the last time that we.
So once he leaves, we get to go pick him up after the 30 days and spend a day with him. And then he goes to Pensacola and he gets a week at Christmas.
Yeah.
So we'll get a week at Christmas.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna spend some time with him, and we'll take him down to Camp Geiger, and he'll be down there for 28 days, and then from there on to Pensacola. So that's Tuesday when we have to take him back. So sucks.
But he's so excited.
Yeah, he's ready to get back to it. I'm glad that I served and everything, and I'm glad that I had my family. But at the same time, it would have been much easier had I not had a family. That's you know what I mean. I mean, I spent. I'm not ashamed to say this, but my training from start to finish was over a year, from basic to end. And then after I got done with that, no, it was more than that, because I had airborne school, and then I had assessment. And there were a lot of nights that I just laid in Chastity's lap and cried. But we knew we had a higher calling, because after September 11th, we can remember going to bed that night not knowing what was going to happen. But there was something inside me. I kept telling her, I was like, I feel like I'm going to be in the Army. I feel like I'm going to join, And we had made this deal. It was like, okay, well, if anything happens at your job or whatever, that's what we'll do. That'll be our sign. And I got laid off, a week later or something like that?
Yeah.
But yeah. So the point of the sad story there is that Dustin, him being single except for his girlfriend, he's looking forward to getting back down in the barracks with his boys and getting out and doing some infantry stuff. He'll have his phone every day, so we'll be able to talk to him. Won't be like it was in basic, where we're just wondering about him.
Yeah.
And worrying. And then, of course, in Pensacola, he'll pretty much be a permanent party there for the most part. Still in class, but Yes. Yeah. Thank all the veterans for their service. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I used to shy away from that a little bit, but I do understand now that it makes the giver feel good to say that, even though it may feel a little awkward for me. And, you know, I've said hundreds of times that military service has done more for us probably than I ever gave to the country. And we try to give back, still work for, you know, Department of Defense to this day, and in service of the same people that I used to be. Or I don't want to say used to be, but I still am a night stalker, but I don't night stalk anymore. But yeah, so keep Memorial Day to what it is. Remember those that have fallen, you know, and think about them, because this country was built on the backs of many, many servicemen and women who give their life in service to each and every one of us. And we need to be thankful for that each and every day. And, you know, I think about a lot of times, just because I've been to third world countries on deployments, and then each and every one of us that have cruised, we've been to third world countries. You may not have peeked behind the curtain and seen what's there, but, you know, if you just sit and think about how blessed we are, whether you live in Canada or whether you live in America, or if you're some of our Aussie friends, or even our Indian friends and English friends that watch, you are terribly blessed to live in countries like we live. And it's because of the sacrifices of all those men and women. So, Blaine, you couldn't have said it any better. Freedom isn't free, but sure appreciated. Thanks to those past, present, and future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And before we get off, I got to look at the poll. Let's see. Poll close. Let's go check the poll right quick. I'm going to go close it out, and let's see how everyone celebrates. Lord. In the poll. All right. So 52%, 51% spend Memorial Day on a family barbecue, 31% spend it adventuring, and 15% with a war movie marathon. I prefer the latter. I'm a big war movie marathon guy, and you know, I like to watch Band of Brothers and stuff like that. Blaine, I appreciate this. This isn't political, but I hope everyone gets my point. Pray for our country. Our forefathers would be upset. You're exactly right. We watched some of the highlights of the State of the Union address. And again, this is not a dig on the current president. It's a dig on what's going on in DC, period. We are so divided. I don't know that this country it's been a long time since we've been this divided, and you can see it in the chambers of Congress. At least that's what seems to play out. But then at the same time, you get on board a cruise ship and it doesn't seem like we're that divided. So I think the majority of Americans are not as divided as it seems, but it's also incumbent upon us as Americans to be vigilant and to protect freedom at all costs. And that's what I'll say. And I'll leave it at that. So I'll answer this last question here and we'll get ready to get off. So Fred would like to know what my favorite war movies are. Oh, so Band of Brothers is probably like my favorite. And I know that's not a movie, that's a series. My favorite war movie, just for me, because of the combat that I served in right now, the closest to my heart would either be Lone Survivor or American Sniper. That's just the closest for me, but like old school, I'd like, I go back and, of course, Full Metal Jacket, that's hard to beat. The Great Santini, Apocalypse Now. I mean, I watch them all. I love them. Sands of Iwo Jima, you name it. I watch them all. But thank you guys so much. So we've got How We Cruise right after us going over there. Give them a hashtag Moonlight Mafia raid and scroll back up here. And then we also have Kicking It Country. Going over and check them out. Let them know that you came over from us. And also, I didn't mention this, but I want to mention it now. Helping Hands for Cruising If you'd like to donate, there's the link below. The Helping Hands for Cruising Cruiseathon will be coming up soon. I've got to get with Meg and solidify where our spot is at. I'm doing some overseas travel, so I'm kind of like, it's going to be hard, but we'll figure something out. We'll support however we can. But thank you guys so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a great and fantastic Memorial Day. And I challenge each and every one of you to take the time, just take 10 minutes and just, ponder, because I like pawns.
You're right.
But meditate.
You can't say ponder anymore.
Meditate and think about the sacrifices that were given. And it'll change the way you look at Memorial Day and potentially the way you look at this country. And, there's 99 names on the Night Stalker Memorial Wall, and that's just a drop in the bucket. And those are my brothers and sisters. Of course, my Army, Air Force, Marines, but, those are the closest ones to me because they were in the regiment with me. But think about them, think about their families, the ones they left behind, and the sacrifices they made. Thank you guys so much.
Hang on. Dustin, come here.
Dustin's going to poke his head in here. He needs to give Miss Meg a personal thank you. So
You want to say anything before you head out Tuesday to
Miss
everybody?
Meg gave you $15 more.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Meg. What am I talking about?
Just whatever.
I don't really know. I'm excited to go, but yeah, parents like these, you're obviously gonna wish you're home.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm excited. Go make some new friends. Go do some stuff. I like being in the field, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing for the next month. So that'll be fun. But I always wish I could do both.
So let me say one thing too. As I was talking about Memorial Day and what it's all about, it's young adults. The majority of people who paid the ultimate sacrifice in service to this country were his age up to the age of around 30. Think about that. As you look at them, I mean, we think about grown men. These are young men, not grown men, the majority of the time.
That's why I get along really well with all the people that I went to boot camp with, and I'm sure I will wherever I'm going, because we all.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
We all got the same mindset, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of hard to find people that care about their country these days.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. And I mean, we're willing to go whenever we need to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the point. You think about all those that gave their lives on the beaches in Japan and in the beaches, of Normandy and World War I, and I mean, you name it, Bella Wood, everything. They were not old men. They were not middle-aged people. These were strong-willed young men. So. And we wish nothing but blessings and love upon Dustin and everyone who gave their lives and sacrificed in service to this country. We love you guys, and of course, we love Dustin so much.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love you, bud.
All right, guys. I hope everyone has a happy Memorial Day. We love you guys. Bless up, bless out, and good vibes.
Bye.
We're out.